What's going on, guys? Boggy Day here. We're back with another episode of Autopsy Simulator. Not too sure what's going to happen. Probably some more stuff from Red Pete. And hopefully we find out a little bit more about our wife and what happened to her.
It would be easier just to move in and live here. I doubt I'll get reimbursed for the cab.
Yeah, all 4 tires were slashed.
Huh?
Ah!
Hello?
Don't! I just started. Please. Give me time to get up to the scares. What the fuck was that? Please.
Damn.
Stop for a second at least, jeez.
Good evening. Any news for me? About my car? You know, the flat tires?
No.
No, what? Have you checked the cameras? Anything?
Handman, I cut my teeth working in prison. I know what to do.
What?
There were no strangers hanging around. Maybe you ran
Also
over
gonna turn the
something.
volume up, so
What?
on my end.
All the tires?
Why, possibly, you can congratulate yourself.
Christ.
You should try sleeping more. You've been kind of out of it lately.
That's the first bit of sense you've made all evening.
Good. The body is expected to be ready for pickup tonight, along with your lecture.
What? What? No, what?
You still pontificating? Best hurry, don't you think?
No, I don't like him at the moment. He seems very
Fuck me.
weird.
I don't have the strength for this today.
Ooh.
Have I taken my pills today? Did I take it? Or, one more won't.
I have no idea if we've taken them. Normally we start in our, like, apartment. Is that not where we ended
I
it?
don't have much time. Okay.
Speed run autopsy.
Jack. Take it easy. Oh. A burning issue
Oh.
indeed. Then I'll move on to the body. Ah, shit. The
Oh,
lecture.
okay, storage
I
room.
almost forgot. This is making me nervous.
Yeah, what was that stuff happening outside? One of the bins was moving. Why is that window open? Is it open? It looks open. Okay, place on the tripod in the dissecting room. I feel like something's gonna happen with Red Pete today. Put the camcorder on.
Oh well.
Position it.
This is not the best framing.
No, we're looking up at his butt.
Hello, everyone. It's the 20 something of November 1991. Jack Hammond is yes. You already know the drill. So the body is
Apron and
on the
gloves,
slab.
guys.
Let's see what the police uncovered first.
You sure know that if you're doing an autopsy without them, don't do autopsies.
So, the victim is from yesterday's apartment block fire on Drowner Street. Personal details unknown. The exact cause of the fire has not yet been determined. However, it is known that the fire started in the deceased's apartment, where the most damage was reported. The body was not found until the next morning. The tenant was naked, charred, and with severe burns. The owner of the apartment asked about the deceased. He was surprised anyone even lived there.
What a room odorizes them. What a poppers.
The deceased was sitting in an armchair near the TV. Pieces of pornographic material, an ashtray, melted video cassettes, and several bottles of so-called poppers were found in the vicinity. It's difficult to assess whether any escape attempts were made.
Are they arousal medication?
Firefighters indicated that it was probably the large quantity of poppers found near the deceased and rapid spread of the fire.
Medication, I think.
Well, that's our basic question. whether the death occurred as a result of fire or whether he was dead before it.
Okie doke.
As you can see, the body is in quite an unusual pose. For the purpose of photographic documentation,
bound.
we'll leave it like that for now.
Yeah, it's very weird. He looks bound up around his neck and hands and feet. Oh, take a general photo. There we go.
This position is called the pugilistic attitude. This is due to the influence of high temperature on the muscles.
Oh. That's fair. I didn't... Well, interesting. Whoops. I'm not close enough. There.
The fire reaches the skin first, then the soft tissue, until the skeletal muscles are exposed.
Lovely. I would hate to get burnt
Coagulation occurs
alive.
in exposed muscles due to their fibers shrinking.
Apparently it's one of the worst ways you can go. What did they do to his...
The extensors yield to the force of the flexors.
I don't know what that means.
The muscles contract and contract until the limbs become flexy and deformed.
So it just keeps getting tighter because the heat.
The upper ones are characterized by a triple bend, similar to a boxer holding his hands in front of him.
What? Are we not interested in that?
Just 10 minutes will do it. 10 minutes for the muscles and tendons to contract, like a steak on the grill.
I don't like that.
In the end, we're all just walking meat.
Ew. Pin the photos to the board.
The deceased must now be straightened out, and we need to get rid of these bindings. He looks to have been tied up in a rather unusual way.
It doesn't look
The
self-done.
deceased's neck and feet were most likely secured to his hands, and these were probably tied in front, at around the crotch level. Which explains why, despite the severe burns, the deceased's limbs are not all that twisted.
Okay.
That's better. It's easier to straighten him now. Without taking out the magnifying glass, we already know that the deceased's skin is heavily charred and cracked.
Well, yeah, he got burnt. Oh, he's a tall boy. 186. Inspect the area of concern with the magnifying glass.
As for the other details,
Okay. Inspect the areas of concern with the magnifying
you
glass.
can clearly see that this is primarily the front of the deceased that was exposed to fire.
Okay. Because, yeah, he was sitting in the recliner. It would have been his
The
front
rope
exposed to
around
the
neck was
fire.
very tight. I don't see it leaving a mark on the skin.
That should be a good
There
audio.
are crow's feet visible near the eyes. Upper lip reveals front teeth. One of the incisors is broken. There's soot in the nostrils.
He was alive when the fire happened.
The victim sat in the chair the whole time, hence his back being in much better condition than this extremely burned area.
Did the fire start near his crotch?
The rope marks around the wrists are deep and clearly visible. Looks as if a large flap of skin had detached from the calf.
What the fuck happened
The
here?
man's ankles was tied much tighter and more precisely than the one around his wrists.
Did he do it to himself if the bottom, like, feet ones were
All
done
in all,
precisely?
Quite a lot can be deduced from this external examination.
So we have
Traces fail to indicate that the deceased suffocated before the fire took hold. Oh, that must have been terrifying.
What do you mean he suffocated before the fire took hold, but we found soot in his nose?
The tissue of the mouth was heavily burned as well. The teeth, however, makes me wonder. Soot in the nose appears when inhaling harmful and choking smoke.
Yeah, you...
The eye clenching is a natural reaction of the body to high temperatures.
Is that all the mouth? I believe so.
Severe burns, covering approximately 80% of the epidermis.
Shit. I mean, you wouldn't want to be alive after that, would you?
He appears to be loosely tied. However, this is the result of the corpse drying out. The wound shows that the rope had deeply imprinted itself in the tissue.
So either he was struggling to get out or it was
Fourth and
tight.
third-degree burns. The burns reach through the dermis and hypodermis to reach the muscles. The body is covered in numerous areas. The length of the rope was calculated, and appears that the deceased could make limited movements around the perineum. The conclusions are quite clear.
Did he do it to
It
himself,
looks like the
or was it like a
deceased
sex
fan of
accident?
choking while masturbating.
Yeah, I
Deaths
thought...
due to a predilection for asphyxophilia do occur, but not in this case.
Not in this case.
Perhaps
I guess,
the
yeah.
deceased lost a tooth, attempting to bite through the rope.
Ah,
We need to check the
that would
damage
hurt.
inhaling all that smoke has done to the respiratory tract. It may seem incidental, but for us it's a sign that the deceased was most certainly conscious.
You said he was unconscious. I'm so
Extent of the
confused.
thermal stresses on the body could have caused this death.
But yeah, I thought he was conscious during the fire because the soot in the nose. But I thought he said something differently
Wounds
when
on
we
the wrists
found that
and ankles
information.
indicate that the deceased could have been struggling in panic. Burns to the genitals and groin are an additional concussive factor. This is due to the high vascularity and innervation of this area. In this case, I don't assume that this was a delayed death.
Okay.
The mixture of fear, sexual arousal, and drugs could have caused a heart attack. I will assess the extent of possible poisoning and burning in a moment. First, I'll try to establish the victim's identity.
But yeah,
Due to
where
the
did
amount
the
of
fire? How
charring,
did the fire
we are
start?
unable to collect the victim's fingerprints. Visual identification is also out of the question. You can probably guess what options we are left with. You guessed it, a dental impression. For this, I need impression trays and alkanate material. Please excuse me for a moment. What I need should be somewhere in the lab. Okay, it's going well. I should be able to get this done in time. Where are these trays? Towels, papers, jars? Nope, it's not anywhere on the counter. Maybe in this drawer. I'll warm this up in my hands.
Make a cast of the teeth. Do I just go back to the dude's mouth then?
Okay, making an impression is quite simple. You put trays with alkanate into the mouth and press them together in once the device is at. Okay,
Oh.
again,
I thought I had to
we
push
will
his
need a
mouth.
piece of paper, a brush, and ink. We will make a plaster model of the deceased's teeth from the obtained impression. We will then make an
Okay.
impression of the mold on a piece of paper, which will be scanned into the computer.
Okay, so paper. There we go. Oh.
You see, it seems so simple, and yet laborious. On the plus side, we don't have to worry about the gag reflex with the deceased. And no need to remind the subject to breathe either. At least he saved the high cost of orthodontic treatment.
I mean, you're not wrong. Are we only using half of the two teeth? What about that half?
I wasn't sure it would amount to anything, but the World Wide Web has been a blessing for speeding up my work.
That's what I meant to do. I didn't mean to get that.
Wow. Who would have expected a match so soon? Well, the deceased is Richard Jacobson, 47 years old. He had a criminal record and was recently in court for... Oh, wow. For not returning...
That's a felony?
Shop. Oh, Jesus. I better check if I've still got that copy of... where were we?
That's a felony? Charged with a felony for not returning a VHS tape, sentenced to 1 year in prison. Fined for not returning... Jeez. Okay. What do we do again?
Okay. I'll add some details to the clipboard. Okay. And we can move on to
So,
dissecting the
Richard
body.
Jacobson.
This time, I'll go straight for the loppers.
Select the loppers to open a burnt body.
I'll slice it piece by piece. Let me start here.
What?
I push hard several times.
Okay, this is a new mini game.
Until I cut a given section. You can see that using a scalpel would be pointless here.
Too tough, I guess.
Solid crunch.
Oh, I don't think I need to know that. But thank you for the information.
Almost there. Now we peel back the skin.
Oh, red sinew. Oh yeah, and a little bit up there.
Now to remove the ribs. And we can check out what's going on in here. And I see that a lot has happened. In fact,
Look, very
the entire
soupy.
abdominal cavity is flooded.
Yeah.
Blood and other fluids have seeped from the blood vessels, flooding the abdomen and chest areas. We have to get rid of this. I'll go get a cup or a ladle.
Oh, Jesus. Find the ladle in the lab. That I don't want.
I think I saw one somewhere here. Aha. I don't have all night. I'm going to need a vacuum pump. Great. The running around for everything starts again. Why can't things be tidied away properly in this damn mortuary? I'm gonna get Ridley. I wonder where this pump is. Probably in the basement.
Because Ridley seems useless. Like, as a security guard and just as a person, to be fair. He sleeps on the job. He doesn't know who did that to my car.
Mr. Ridley? Mr. Ridley? I'll just go to the basement and check.
He's disappeared. Hello? Mr. Ridley? Wasn't there a bin there when we started work? The hell? Oh. Who the fuck was that? Who the fuck was that? I wish I could sprint. My character didn't say anything though, but that was my office. Who the fuck was that? Did I just see him run away? Who was that? Was that Red Pete? It might have been. I'm not sure. Who was in my office? Please don't.
Jeez. I don't know what
That was loud.
Scrap. God!
That was so much louder than I was expecting. Holy
It's
crap.
this infernal machine.
You better not move this time, but mate. Check the basement for the pump. Oh, I walked past it.
Wow, that's heavy. Can I fit through the door with this?
That'd be a chaser.
I swear I'm going to have an accident here one day. Like Alice, when she twisted her ankle on those stairs. We were supposed to go to the mountains then. It was supposed to be our first trip since... And Alice.
I wish they...
Hammond!
Because of me. As always, she had to...
Hammond, are you talking to yourself or what?
Huh? What? No, I just...
There is a letter for you. I left it on your desk.
Letter? For me?
Yes, letter for you. Do I have to repeat myself again?
Where were you?
No. Thank you. Where were you? I was looking for you earlier.
Hammond, I was retrieving your letter.
Well,
Jesus,
someone was in my
Did
office
you
and it
talk to me
wasn't
like a
you.
human being from time to time?
I'm just answering the question.
Right.
He's an
Oh,
asshole.
By the way, the basement hatch is wide open. Maybe you could look into it?
Maybe.
You're an asshole, mate. I hope Red Pete gets
A
you.
letter. Fuck! Who delivers letters at this time? It's probably been sat in his office for ages. Just didn't want to move his lazy ass.
I'm with you on this, Jack.
So, we have the equipment. Now I have to place it somewhere close to the table. Phew. I can finally put this thing down. Alright, just... What? There's no tube? No one's used this for a long time. I apologize to you all once again.
This video is not a good lecture. I am sorry. Yeah, I really don't like him. He's not a good security guard. But I wanted to see the letter.
Aha. 3649. Okay. 3649. 3649. 3749.
No. 3649.
3794.
36.
These lockers could contain everything we need. Screw it. There might be something in here. Yep.
3,
I'm sure I wrote the
6,
code down on a piece of paper.
9, 4. Wasn't it? No, I don't think it was. Was it? I don't know actually. I had it memorized. 3649. Wrong way around. 3649.
Need
Nine.
my memory for numbers. What do we have here? Boxes of disinfectants, syringes, thread. Oh, some small trinkets. Accessory. Maybe I should take it to the office.
It's just
Antiseptics. Any other stuff? Oh, that's interesting. What about here?
what is this?
I wanted to forget. Alice,
My wife's.
I regret so much. Every day. Every fucking day. I can't. I can't take it anymore. Oh, God.
What am I supposed to do with it? I'm confused.
I can't. How do I...
You alright, Jack? Compose yourself.
Do not think. Just don't think.
Like, he's not behind me, right? No.
Office of the Medical Examiner, Beatsville.
Jack. I was hoping to catch you at work.
Hi, Dorothy. How's it going?
Good, thanks. And what about you? You sound tired.
We're a bit stressed.
Tiring day at work. That's it.
You scared me last time we spoke.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to cause any trouble and say what I said.
Jack, it's alright. You're not causing any trouble. I'm not surprised at all that.
No, really. I mean it. Sorry. I just... I'm fed up with myself.
You should take care of yourself. Didn't you say you wanted to stay at home longer? To rest? You know I pick up the slack at work.
No, I didn't. I can't. I don't want to be there.
Well, why not consider taking a trip, Jack?
Dorothy, please. I really don't have the energy for this today.
So is
I
Dorothy
just
the other
wish.
medical examiner?
Stop it. Why are you calling?
Reminder about annual drug testing. I figured you probably didn't remember.
Oh, yes. I've, had a lot going on. I, even forgot my own birthday.
Leave your samples at reception on your way home. Someone will pick them up from Ridley in the morning. Probably Steven or someone else at the station.
Sure. I'll try not to forget. Okay, well,
Jack?
Hmm?
Try not to do anything stupid, okay? Alcohol, your medication. No, you shouldn't.
I have it all under control. I should be getting back to work.
The results should be in tomorrow. I'll call you when we know.
Right. Thanks.
Goodbye, Jack.
Bye. Annual drug testing. I'll take care of it before I go home. I feel terribly weak. Wake up, Jack. Jesus. There's been a bit too much going on lately.
So we're worried about drug testing, but we're having more of our pills. I don't get it. I also would not be doing that with these gloves on. That's disgusting. Rummage through the box. This one. I guess so. Ah yes, tubing.
Focus on your work, Jack.
Attach the hose to the machine. Okay.
All right. Here I am. I hope that was the last long break in this session.
Hopefully, but I doubt it. Something else is going to happen. What? How do I touch the hose? There.
So, let's connect the tube.
Set the pump to full speed. Full vacuum?
We turn on the machine. With this amount of fluid, there's no point in holding back.
I thought that was going up another... Oh. Yeah, wait, I'm on... Oh. Oh, it's just like draining a
Still
pool.
few nooks and crannies left.
That's actually really interesting. I wasn't expecting it to make us do it. I thought it would just do it itself.
External examinations did not reveal any tissue defects that would reach the internal organs. So, I expect the organs to be intact. But even with such
There we
severe...
are.
The organs are all present and correct. A reddish-pink tint indicates high carboxyhemoglobin levels, the level of which I will determine from a sample of blood. I will be inserting needles. What interests me here is not the presence of this substance itself, but rather its percentage content in the sample.
Hemoglobin, that's the red blood cells, isn't it?
But first,
It's been a while since I
I'll
was
need
at
the
school.
values for the centrifuge.
Retrieve the notebook from the office. I was also standing on the wrong side of the body. I wonder if it matters. He said it did at the
I
start,
feel like
but...
I've been here forever. Jack, focus. Just a little bit longer.
I have to remember to shut the doors when we do use them.
Corpses recovered from the site of fire may have very different and complex histories. Burning is only at the surface. Underneath, it may be a heart attack, stroke, or pulmonary This particular case appears quite basic.
The carboxyhemoglobin. Okay. Barbiturates, diatoms. That one. So 10 minutes at 85. Whoops. Minutes. 85.
However, I would warn against making a diagnosis too hastily. A fire victim does not always mean death due to smoke inhalation.
No, I guess they could have burnt to death. Is that a cause of death, or is it like a heart attack
The
or
centrifuge
something?
has completed its cycle. So, as usual, I will take the samples to the laboratory, and I'll be back with the results shortly.
And we needed 2 mils, the notes said.
What exactly was I supposed to test for?
The
COHB.
hemoglobin. That's cool, I didn't know it had a chemical. Well, everything has a chemical makeup, I guess.
I'll take
Select the
2
pipette.
milliliters of each sample. Ugh.
That one. And then we need 4. Because there's already 2 in it. There we go. Then we take it, yeah, to the chromatograph. Oops. Sorry, I just smacked my mic. That probably was very loud. I'll try to remember to edit it out.
Well, confirmed. Death due to carbon monoxide poisoning. Carboxyhemoglobin levels at 84%.
84. Where are you saying 84%?
Alright, I'll note this down and
I saw
perform a check of
64
the
and
organs.
62. Begin a thorough heart analysis by examining the organ.
What? Where? Mr. Ridley?
Where the fuck? Where the fuck's... Yeah. Can I have the body back, please, sir? I was working on that. I hadn't finished.
What's wrong with me?
I don't think this is you. Someone took the body.
Something
Ah.
strange is happening here. What?
Why the fuck? Oh!
Did I imagine
What the
something?
fuck? What is that? Why is it? Am I losing my mind?
Why
Wait,
did you take the body?
What body?
Well, the body. You know, from the autopsy room.
Christ, Hammond. I didn't take any of your bodies.
So
well,
who
it
took
didn't get
I
up and
have
walk
no
away.
idea what you're talking about.
But I...
Get back to work. It's late.
You ain't the boss of me. Shut up. Is he in the coffin? Search throughout the complex. Is it going to be back in there? Yes.
I think there's... I must have been seeing things. Results. Well, then we can... from the results...
Stuff is... Wait, we have it on recording. Watch it back. Use your brain, Jack. You're gonna die like in a horror movie.
We can now be sure that the carboxyhemoglobin concentration was fatal. The organ has a reddish pink tint, which results from the concentration of COHB and general congestion of the organ. Other than that, I can cross this off my list now.
Glued heart attack. Okay, so it wasn't a heart attack.
We will look at the lungs more
It's
carefully.
asphyxiation from carbon monoxide, I think he said. We're going to thorough analysis by examining the
From
organ.
the outside, just like the heart, it is congested, and the color indicates poisoning. Thermal damage is visible here and there.
I don't know where that thermal damage
Enough
was.
of the external exam. It's time to grab the knife and dissect the lungs.
Do I not mark it? No, I guess not. Okay.
I need to check for any obstruction, burns, or clots. Jesus.
I don't know why you get grossed out by this. Do
Alright.
we not know this is going to happen?
Changes in the lung parenchyma caused by burns and smoke inhalation. Nothing new here.
I always thought the lungs were like a sack. They're not solid like that, are they? They have to be a sack. That's how we breathe. Continue
So
to
let's
examine the
complete
body. Okay.
notes. And let's check the trachea. The color is the same as the rest of the organs. Significant congestion. Let's see what it looks like inside.
There's something inside.
Okay, the final cut. There are visible
Blood.
burns
Oh, it's
inside,
burns.
but what catches the eye the most is the amount of soot.
Or is it soot?
Looks
Oh.
like our subject was
It's
in the
red.
thick of the fire. Let's deal with the final notes, and we're ready to go.
Okay.
I considered the direct cause of death to be severe carbon monoxide poisoning,
I don't
leading
know
to
if that
extreme
was...
hypoxia of the body. The extreme burns on the deceased's body and respiratory tract indicate that he must have been surrounded by fire. During the examination, no other factors were found that could have contributed to the victim's death. Environmental data does not indicate any third-party involvement.
I don't know what... What? Suicide? Accident?
Just need to add my John Hancock and sew up the body.
That changes every episode.
I'll close the body, trying not to damage what's left of the skin. As for
Oops.
stitching, well, it varies. It can be that the fire victims are in such a condition that there is no... So for this job, a thicker needle and heavy-duty thread.
These just look like staples at this point.
Well, everything's holding together. Well, after storing the body, there's nothing left for me to do. But thank you for your attention. All the best, and good night.
And those.
Ugh,
See you later,
oh my
Richard.
God, what an exhausting day. I need to get these gloves off and call a taxi. I swear I'm about to pass out from exhaustion.
You forgot to stop recording. They can hear you still. Like, I doubt you're going to edit that for a school lecture. Call a taxi from the office. Okay.
Oh fuck, urine sample. Oh no. Okay, this is it.
Prepare a urine sample in the bathroom. Okay. La di da di da. Put the lid on so we don't spill it.
I'm dehydrated. I should drink more water.
Okay. Now we'll make sure all the doors are shut. Just because Ridley... He'd haunt us if he died. He'd blame us. Your eyes are creepy.
As expected, sleeping like a log. I'm jealous.
His eyes are open. How can you say he's sleeping? What am I doing now? Go to my office. Yeah. Shut the bathroom door. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck?
What's going on?
Stop it. You demon ghost thing. Fucking...
Hurricane taxi, we will take you wherever the wind takes you.
Hello. I would, like to order a taxi to 574 Presley Street.
Okay, hun. All of our drivers are busy at the moment. Best I can do is within the next hour.
An hour? Oh, no. Alright. Let it be.
Can I take your name?
Jack Hanman.
Okay, thank you. Do you have our loyalty card?
No.
Would you like to set one up? For regular customers, we have discounts and extra...
Would that make the taxi get here faster?
Well...
I thought so. Thank you. Goodbye. This is already giving me a headache. Oh, Jesus, what now?
Hello?
Yes, how can I help you?
Jack... Why did you do that? Why did you do that? Why did you do that?
Oh my God!
What did I do?
What was that? What the fuck?
What did I do to my wife?
It's because of the fatigue. It's because of the fatigue. I'll take a pill and calm myself down.
Dude, how many pills have you had today?
This was some kind of mistake.
You mean manic laughter, not panic.
An hour here. I need a drink.
We'll just shut that.
Oh, strong. Everything's spinning.
You still have the dirty gloves and apron on, man. You really don't do hygiene too well. Okay, it's another dream sequence. Oop. The walls are a bit more broken this time. The music is... Help me. The walls are and roof are very... What's happening? What's happening? Okay then, well I think that's a good place to call it there for today guys. If you enjoyed, make sure you like, comment and subscribe. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this game, but I wish we knew a little bit more about the story. If you have any other ideas for games or stuff you want to see me try, let me know. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.